That's
All right, so we are back into it. We have arrived at, I believe it's 8 o'clock at night, day 12. I should be better prepared for this, but I'm not. So let me pull this up. All right, so you guys went. You took your long rest. You found a spot to sequester yourselves, probably where his fizz, her fizz, and your steel destroyer or steel defender were all sitting there. Throughout the night, you're able to get a full rest. Somebody approaches you. You know this person, you recognize this person from the town of Tourmaline. It is Speaker Mashu, the guy who hired you to take care of the mines. And he says that in the morning time frame, they're going to be getting a group of people together. They're going to try to figure out what's going on with 10 towns. He says that there's going to be a blizzard that's blowing in at around 6 o'clock. And that's where we find ourselves. 6 o'clock. The blizzard has not hit yet, but it is supposed to take the majority of the morning into the afternoon, from what the druid forecast is saying. What are you guys thinking?
Hey, Vernon,
Yo.
you gonna go collect your money?
Oh yeah, that's actually a good idea. Hey, hey man. I know times is hard, but remember that 50 gold you still owe us?
He looks around sheepishly and he says, I don't have it, but what I do have is a token from my grandmother, and hopefully this will square our debts. And he holds out his hand, expecting you to hold out your hand as well.
Keep it. Maybe it'll help you be able to rebuild your town.
He turns his hand over and opens it. It's a ring, and it looks like it has two Arctic ferrets, kind of like snuggled into each other in like a yin and yang format. Your accoutrement recognizes it as being a ring of warmth, which would effectively give you resistance to cold if you attune to it.
I I don't need it. It'd probably best if you keep it.
Well, we could probably give this to somebody who's going to go out there and cut down some firewood, or go out on the lakes and try to get some knucklehead trout. I tell you what, if you make it back over here, we'll try to rustle something up. You'll always have a spot here in Bryn Shander for what you've done.
Much appreciated.
So,
on a statue.
This is the statue that it should be. But no, that's sounds good to me. Uh, get the town back up, or as best as possible. And we'll be back.
Where are you guys going?
We've got to go take care of that. Whoever the hell it is that sent the dragon. I think it's down by Sunblight in that fortress down there.
So
What's our total?
if you're talking about that old fortress down there that's had some recent activity, yeah, stories say that it's been there since the time of the giants, hanging out on the spine of the world. They say it's got a connection to the Underdark. All sorts of mean, nasty things come up from there.
Drow.
And it would make sense given the fact that there's almost no light, that the the dark adapted are becoming bolder.
Reminds me of the Bane. You nearly adopted the dog.
Does anybody have a map?
I appreciate this knowledge. That's probably going to really benefit us. Is there any way that you might have a map of the local area of that local area, or know of somebody that might? A layout of Sunblight?
We don't we don't go around there. It's been abandoned, and between the Yetis, the gnolls, the kobolds, and the goblins, and now what we figured out, the Duergar, not a lot of people come back. When the dragon first attacked, there were people that set out that way, but we haven't heard anything from them. I fear they're probably were lying in wait.
Are these people friends? If we find their bodies or something, some signet or something like that, we'll bring it back.
He shudders a little bit. It's sad to think about a lot of those people I grew up with, seen around the 10 towns. They're much like you. They're just trying to make this place better.
I appreciate it. I won't take up any more of your time. We gotta hit the road before it gets too bad out there.
All right.
Gents, got some news. And I don't know if you're gonna like it.
Huh?
We're gonna go down to Sunblight, right? We're gonna try to take care of whoever sent that dragon.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, it's apparently attached to the Underdark. There's a bunch of Duergar there. On top of that, there's, gnolls. All the fun nasties.
I'm really excited.
Goblins.
Let's go.
All
I'm
right,
just gonna
but
start saddling up Murderface.
we are
had
gonna
me at
be
under.
having a storm. Have you at what? Sorry.
Said you had me at under.
All right. There is a
Well,
storm coming.
Vernon, if we don't take care of this, there might not be anything left for you to do your champions. You're fighting, so. What's it gonna
100%
be?
agree. Oh, I'm just saying there's a storm coming and we got to get down there.
Yeah.
But there is one more thing. There is like absence of light there. It's unnatural almost.
Take extra flares or torches.
That is a good call. Let's pick up a few. for
Who
here.
can't see in the dark?
Well, if it's
I
an
believe we
unnatural
all-
dark, it might not be able to see in the dark if it cuts it off. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's very true.
Gotta bring some
So
torches.
maybe take torches just to be safe. Might be a better idea. Use them if we need them.
Wait, who all can't see? Just one?
No, you can. You can too. I gave you
No.
those goggles.
I think
No,
everybody's got dark vision now.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was saying. Is like as long as like we're good. Let's go
But
kill
dark
shit.
vision, let me just point this out, does not reveal color of any sort. It's all black and white.
Well, not all of us care about color.
I'm
Is
just
there,
talking about camouflage.
Where are you?
does any type of environment remove, like if any type of domain, maybe if like an unnatural darkness, would any situation remove our dark vision while we go in? Like while we're in it? Is that something we should worry about?
You've heard
Yes.
before how magical darkness usually affects dark vision. People can't see through it. You've heard of some warlocks who have been gifted by their patron the ability to see through the dark through this thing called devil sight.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Do I
Yeah, we
Feet
take
too.
some anyway.
do I have enough background knowledge to explain the drow tactic of dropping darkness?
Yeah, consider you're a ranger of the Underdark, you would.
So
Oh, you're a
the trick
ranger
is to
of the
not get
Underdark?
found in the first place. Yeah.
Whoa, that changes everything. That makes this even more
That's
fun.
why I'm so excited.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
What was that now? He's from the Underdark?
He's a ranger from Underdark. The Underdark.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Well, Gon can help navigate.
All right. Well,
But considering magical darkness, so if that pops up, that's a drow battle tactic, and that's the most likely place you're going to find it. That type of darkness under there. So the trick is not getting caught in the first place. So I would suggest not bringing any torches or relying on anything that's going to cast light, because that's just a dinner bell down there.
Okay.
That makes sense. I will trust Yurik on this matter.
Same.
But I do vote we head out. Try to make it as far as we can before this weather changes.
Does anybody need to grab any rations before we leave?
I've got yeah, I could grab some more. I've probably got like 6 or 7 left. I don't know how many we need. And because I had a couple extra for his fizz and her fizz just to be safe. I'll assume they won't be going with us, so I think I'm probably good.
oh, could that guy watch my? Could I just have him watch my animals?
Yeah, speaker will watch your animals.
All right. That'd make it. Well, yeah, because oh wait, that means we're gonna have to walk there then.
Yeah, I was just about to say, how are you guys planning on getting there?
Yeah, but what are we gonna do with them when we get there?
I've got a plan.
You
Okay.
rent some horses, maybe? You have horses?
We're
No,
gonna
I mean it's fine. We can take them.
so we're gonna build them a shelter. We're gonna hide it off to the side before we go in, and I'm gonna leave Murderface in charge of security.
That works.
My God, I'm not gonna have.
Or is
dogs
Murderface
there.
down with this plan?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Tell him that as long as he keeps make sure that the wolves stay alive, they will help protect him as well. On top of that, I'll make sure I get him a fat fucking steak when we get
Word.
back.
Or he can have some of the entrails we bring back.
I believe
Oh,
I've
even better.
I believe I've bonded enough with him at this point that we can make this request and make it work. Yeah.
We'll make it worth his while.
Well, I'm ready to head out, gentlemen. Whenever
Let's
you're
roll.
All right. Yeah, never mind about having him launch it then.
Right at the very beginning of this, you start to see the blizzard going, which means that visibility is going to be dropping down to 30 feet. And you're going to have to be making checks in order to make movement.
Is that whoever's leading the party, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a DC 15 survival. If you don't make the DC 15 on the check, you don't move that distance.
All of us, or just the whoever's leading it?
Whoever's leading that check.
It's gonna be you most likely. I'm assuming because you're the ranger, your survival's like. Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm probably.
mine's at +0.
What can I? Whoever is going to make in that check, can I touch them and give them guidance just to help them out?
So with guidance, that is like a one-time thing. You'd have to physically be in contact with them for the entire hour in order to do guidance, and that seems a little
I wouldn't want to touch
excessive.
them that long. I feel like he's going to get mad at me.
I feel like he's gonna be using the bumps to keep a hold, you know?
Right? Yeah. All right, it's on you.
All right.
Ooh,
Nice.
Good times. All right, move your first bout of where you're going.
Tell me when to stop, because I
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Back up just a little bit. There you go, right there.
All right, cool. That's not me. Why did I think that was me? That's me. I think because I saw green. All right.
Yeah.
Next one. Or do you want me to just keep going, or?
Yeah, we're so with the if you fail to make
Oh.
it, it's going to be like an hour by hour type of thing. So you're good on that one. So that's 2
right there.
hours.
Boom.
nice.
There's 3.
Hold up. Where am I at? Like right about here?
Hold on. Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So, can I give him heroic inspiration on that roll? Because didn't they change the rule on that? You can do it after the fact.
Yep, with that you can definitely. So you get a
You
reroll on
want
that.
the inspiration to roll again?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
All right, you got it.
You can do it.
Are we rolling?
Yep. Sorry.
That's all good.
Nice.
All right, you've been making steady progress the entire time. 4 hours, and you have successfully made it so far. This storm doesn't show any signs of lighting up, but it is now a little bit lighter. So now it's going to be DC 13 instead of 15.
Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah, about the crossing.
That works.
Yeah.
You become lost, and it takes 2 hours in order to find your way back. Alright, we are now at 1 o'clock. Still 2 hours of daylight, so DC 13.
Make it up for it.
You are, in fact.
Are we going down that way, or are we taking that
Nope,
short?
nope,
Oh,
nope.
oh, we're taking the.
We're going the wrong way.
Sorry, I didn't
Yeah.
scroll out the map. Right out here.
How it works.
I was muted. I was like trying to get you.
Yeah, you're about 60 feet away from it. Or
damn it.
not 60
Go
feet.
away, dude. Not you, the paperclip thing.
Alright.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna have to take a break.
Are we able to see if the ship is gone from the It Ascendant?
With the blizzard going, you don't know. You haven't gotten close enough.
How close do we want to get before night? How long do we have before nightfall?
It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's already starting to get dark.
Yep.
It will be dark in 3 hours.
Okay. Are we planning on
this is-
taking a long rest when we get there?
We're gonna take a long rest before we get there, most likely.
Well,
So what I'm getting at is I can expel
Wait,
my.
no, probably not.
I'll expend my spell slots to cast Longstrider on their animals, which will get us there quicker.
Ooh.
I just want to make sure I
could
can
cast
rest.
it too.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we can rest before we
Yeah.
go into battle, so I can replenish them.
Like, can you double? Can you double that?
I don't think so. I don't know.
If he casts Longstrider on him. Oh wait, you cast Longstrider on both of them or just one of them?
I'll do all of them. I just want to make sure we're resting before we actually like go to take anything on, so I can replenish my spell slots.
your guys' call. We just took a long rest.
But we've also been traveling for.
Now the only
it was going
downside
to-
is we're on a time hack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, we can go a little bit further. We can try to get all the way to the Ascendant where it was.
You guys just want to see how far we make it just off of this? Yeah, cool.
Alright. There's that
What
one.
route are we taking? Up around here? Or sorry,
to the
up around
to
that
the
way?
Ascendant, and then go around that corner.
Up
But
here?
We're gonna have to. No.
Down.
To the Ascendant. Here, I'll show you. I got it. Yeah, right
It's
there.
like right here.
And
Right
then
here?
and then we would be right there, yeah. But we're gonna have to stop real quick at where the Ascendant was.
So, you can go over mountains. It just costs. You go a quarter of your speed, but you go over the mountain.
It's probably about the same amount of time then going this way.
Okay.
This looks like it's also the last hour of the blizzard.
Did we see anything around the Ascendant area?
As you hugged by it, you saw like nobody was out on the deck, but it looked like stuff was happening around the ship. Like possibly they're still facilitating with repairs. It had just been fixed, what, a couple days ago?
Mm-hmm.
Just to confirm, how much time do we have to get to the bell?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days.
Oh,
Pretty much.
we got plenty of time then. I thought we had like 2 days for some reason.
Now, you guys wanted revenge, and I was like, I will shuffle timelines around so that way you guys get your revenge.
Alright. Yeah, we got time to take your long rest then, if you want.
Okay, cool. I cast Longstrider.
Alright. We
Hold on a
say you
second.
get about another 25% out of it.
And then can I also cast Speak with Animals and essentially pep talk these guys through it? Trying to, I don't know, give them like some extra.
Is that an hour?
No.
Speak with animals.
Yeah, it is. It's not gonna last.
That's gonna last the whole time your long strider's lasting.
Hmm.
His long strider lasts for an hour as well.
How many wolves are there? There's two.
Two.
Cool. Okay, so
Fizz,
I'm
fizz, and
casting it.
her fizz.
Casting it 3 times. And then
So when you talk to your animals, is it in common or are you making some weird freaking noises?
it's weird frickin' noises. Nobody else knows what the hell we're doing.
Nice.
Whew.
Do you guys?
Not good.
All right. The first hour, the snow breaks, and then you are able to get back on. You basically are able to see now. You see sunlight off in the distance from where
There it
you're
is,
at.
guys. We
No
got
more
here.
need to make any checks. Now it's just spending time.
All
Well,
right.
before we get any closer, you guys, do you want to make camp?
Yeah, let's do that.
So here's the thing. Wherever we make camp, I would just suggest we make that kind of the permanent camp where we're gonna leave these things. So it's got to be like within foot assault of sunblight for 2 reasons. One, we got to leave them secured. And two, if we have to like expeditiously retreat, we want to be able to get to our animals and make speed faster. So I would
It's gonna
suggest
take a while. Then we're gonna have to be pretty far away. We're not gonna be able to do an expeditiously retreat.
Oh,
so we get as close as we safely can before we set up camp is my suggestion. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess we can take them a little closer and cover them up. I'm just saying it's like that'll when we have to start moving by foot, that's really going to slow us down.
Are there any like trees in this area?
I was thinking just before that.
Well, I got trees here, right?
Yeah, like right in this area, or even at the base of the mountain right here, just around the corner.
Just to put that in perspective, the top of the S on Sunblight is like 5 miles away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's where we should. I think that's where we should do it. Set up
Definitely
a-
need to get closer. Yeah.
okay.
So I guess you said it just takes time. So however long it takes us to get, probably what, 1 more hour? Yeah, it's about 1 more hour.
So I would say if we
Oh yeah, because we got that long strider on. So yeah,
The
Yeah.
long strider
That wa-
only
that-
lasts for an hour.
yeah.
I can cast it again. We're taking a rest anyways. I can just cast it again.
Yeah, I can cast it as well.
How far are you guys away from it?
We are
About
right
we'll
here.
say you're about 2 hours worth of movement away from it, because you can see it. You're not going to have to make any more checks. The sun is shown. It
So I'll
is
cover-
starting to get dark though.
I'll cover 1 hour, you cover the next, and then we'll set up camp. I would say my
Well, no,
recommendation.
we're 2 hours from Sunblight. Like that's what he's saying. We're
Oh, okay.
literally 2 hours from there. So
So I was looking at how close do we want to get? Assuming that as soon as I don't know, as soon as we can see them, they can see us.
I think it should be fine. I mean, there's a blizzard that just happened, so we can just dig down into the snow,
Okay. Yeah, where are we going?
like make a hut right here.
So, okay, cool. Where do we want to be before we hit our long rest?
Right here. An
Right
hour
where we
away.
are? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, if you are taking a long rest and you want to regain your spell slots and stuff like that, go ahead and eat a ration. And then also for your animals as well.
I have 4 after this. After this, I have 4 rations in the sled. So
8 hours will take you until 2 o'clock in the morning.
it's gonna be dark there anyways. Might as well just go now.
Yeah, we might as well just get used to the dark.
Who is on watch at midnight?
Me.
I'll take first watch or second.
All right. So Raven takes first watch. Who's on the midnight watch?
I'll take it.
Gone. What are you doing?
So me being me, I am going to set up basically an overwatch away from the camp so I can observe anything going towards it. It's going to be at a hidden position. I'm going to use my Yeti skin as essentially a ghillie suit for the snow. And I'm going to post up with a longbow and sink into the darkness. And I got my umbral shroud going, which essentially allows me to, hold on. Shit.
You're invisible to anything that requires dark vision to see you.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
There's something out there beyond the edges of the camp that is moving in, figuring out some stuff, and then moving back out. Give me a perception check at disadvantage because it's in the dark.
Even with my dark vision?
Yeah.
My extra dark vision?
Yep. Because even though it pushes the range, it still doesn't change the fact that you make perception checks at disadvantage in dim light.
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I gotta re-roll that. It's right, left, yeah. Disadvantage and roll.
It's something big. It's hitting the underfoliage of the trees. It's making a lot of noise. It's heavy sniffing in the air.
How close is it to the tent?
It's a couple 100 feet off. It's down. It's upwind from you. Your scent isn't traveling to it. So it goes. Is there a fire lit by the campsite?
We would have
In
kept
this,
we would have kept it off, wouldn't I?
so we can use
wouldn't
it.
have had it.
We can. I'll use a.
Yeah, we're
I
too
don't know.
close.
This is gaming it, but if we were to have a fire, that's probably something I'd set up as like a Dakota fire hole type thing, simply because I'm so paranoid about shit fucking hitting us. So
Or as soon as we went to bed, we would have put it out, so there's no smell or anything.
You hear it crunching through the snow. It's using cover. It's moving from one spot to the next. You hear large loping crunch.
what's my distance to this thing?
You would guess that you're probably about 150 feet away.
And how close is it to the tent?
About 100.
Okay. Is it so if I'm using the tent as a center point, where is its position clockwise?
We'll say it's directly across from you.
Directly across from me, so basically on the other side of the tent.
Yep.
Cool. I am going to flank around to the south and try to basically cut that pie so I can get a better beat on this thing.
All right, give me a stealth check.
It starts with an S. There we go.
You're walking through, and then you see it. It doesn't see you at first. It is a large yeti, icicles formed on its thick matted fur, as it is investigating the campsite. You go settle in to try to get a better view, step on a twig, which happens, and the crack reverberates throughout the darkness. It starts scanning from where that came from. Its attention is drawn to your area. What do you do?
Are we in combat yet?
Nope, it still doesn't see you.
Okay, I cast Long Strider on myself.
What are the...
I need dirt and...
I'm not concerned about the material
No.
components, more if it has verbal components.
It's
Oh,
like
it does have
invisibility.
it does have, gotcha, yeah. It does have a verbal component. Okay, here's what I can do. I am going to cast... What's my distance from it at this point?
We'll say you're within 60 feet.
Cool. I'm going to cast Ambush Prey.
Alright.
I'm sleeping like a baby. Wake us up anytime.
And I'm still casting a Long Strider.
So with casting, you can only cast one leveled spell a turn, or is ambush?
Oh wait,
prey
no.
your
We
ability?
already talked about. Yeah, we already talked about Long Strider. Man, I'm out of it.
It's all good.
Okay. Yeah, don't want to talk. No, Ambush Prey is a spell, so it's a level 2.
Okay. So,
And I am going to get ready to rush this thing.
all right.
All right, guys, I am home. I'm gonna have to break away for a minute. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All
We'll
right.
be here.
I will be back. If you guys need to roll for me, please do.
Gotcha. So you have basically a surprise. You have it at surprise, so you get to act first. What are you doing?
All right. I got an extra 10 feet from Long Strider and another 10 feet from my Dread Ambusher. So, am I within melee range on this thing?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm hitting it with a sword.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack.
Do we hear any of this commotion going on by now?
Yeah, as soon as he casts a spell, you hear
There we go.
it alerts everybody. Let me double check something. Alright, I'm gonna pull us onto another map.
It's so windy here.
Oh, shit.
What's up?
Huh? Oh, no, I forgot to do something. Little out of it. It was a high pain day, which means I am
You're
Little loopy.
gotcha. We'll see. This is how the tents are set up. We will add in our players. We got Raven. So these tents are 2-people tents. Let's put Mr. Yeti in there. Add all tokens. Alright. So, we are effectively gone. You are going to get your attack. So anything above a 12 is going to hit. You got a 14, so that's a hit.
Sorry. Yeah. Repositioning. Okay, cool. 12 plus. I'm gonna hit my. Where is it?
Dread Ambusher.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the thing for it. There we go. Dreadful Strike, yeah. Man, I am sorry, guys. I'm
All good.
It's all good.
And then the other 1d6 from my ambusher thing. I don't think there's a slot for it, so. So 18, 23 total. And then mechanics question. Can you 2 attack actions, can you use a bonus action in between those?
So you can use your bonus action whenever you want to. But you've also cast spells, so do you have your bonus action?
So I can Hunter's Mark I can cast without expending a spell slot.
That just means that it doesn't take up a resource, but it still should be an action or a bonus action.
Yeah, I think it's a bonus action. Let me check.
Alright.
Bonus action. I just want to cast it before I hit him the second time.
Yeah, so in regards to action economy and stuff like that, you decide when you take your actions, and you can even take your actions in between movement that you break up.
Word. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna cast it, and then I'm gonna hit him.
Okay. Anything above a 12.
Ah.
I need to-
Swing and a miss.
Alright, everybody else is waking up. The Yeti is going to make its turn. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw DC 13 for me, as its piercing blue frost-laden eyes transfix onto yours.
Ruh-roh.
You feel overcome with the sense of iciness as 7 cold damage as your body starts to lock and seize. You are effectively paralyzed until the start of the Yeti's next turn. And then it is going to take 2 attacks on you at advantage, since you are paralyzed. 22 is going to hit. 24 is going to hit. So that is going to be 6 claw damage with 3 cold for the first one. 9 claw damage with 2 cold for the second one. So that's a total of 15 slashing damage.
So 27 total, looks
Yep.
like.
Yep.
Cool.
As it bellows out. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to put us to the top of the round. So first off is Raven, who awakes to hear the sounds of melee right outside of your tent.
Alarmed, I'm going to grab my bow, unzip and come outside. Not gonna have an arrow knocked and go outside.
All right. The lack of light plays a little bit with you. It takes you just a second longer than you would have expected to transfix, and you see a Yeti that's basically pummeling Gone with a huge meaty fist. He's getting fisted in
My
a snowbank.
I'm going to. Can I shoot him? Assuming I hit him in such a way that my explosive arrow would. Yeah, screw that. Yeah, I'll take a shot using a tangle arrow. All right. Oh, this is. Oh shit.
15's a hit.
All right. I'm gonna use my entanglement arrow on him
Okay.
as I do the damage. There's that. And 2d6.
With your entanglement, what type of save do I need to make?
It's a. I'm looking for it here.
I think it's like a strength save.
Yeah. Grass. It's a DC 13 athletics check.
All right, he was able to get a 19. So as it starts to hit onto him, he pulls the arrow out and away. I think that still might do.
Yeah, it still does the damage. I believe. Because it still hits and wraps him up. He just tears it off, right?
Uh,
This doesn't stay on him, perhaps.
so yeah, go ahead and poison damage, which I believe is at 7.
7, yeah. I can re-roll it if you
Oh,
want.
he's looking hurt.
Okay, and then my second arrow.
Anything above a 12. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing behind it.
He looks like he is at death's doors. 2 arrows gone. You're standing there like relenting to this onslaught, and you see one arrow strike. Brambles go over. You breathe a quick sigh of relief. The air escaping your lungs as it looks over, and another one hits it in the other shoulder. Its attention is now drawn. Next up is Gone, who I believe is still paralyzed. Chauncey, it is your go.
Get a little closer to see what's going on and be like, what in the hell? And then I see it and I'm going to be Eldritch Blast.
All right. Anything above a 12.
Yep, that first one hits for 9. And I'll add the 3 fire on that. So that's 12.
It is dead as it gets hit in the face with a smoldering Eldritch Blast. This combat encounter is over.
Could I say something real quick?
Go for it.
So while it dies, for its turn, it just, and then it's my turn. That's my turn. I didn't wake up at all. I just I slept through it.
You
He's
guys take care of everything all right?
he's still asleep.
Giant Yeti laying there.
I feel like that would be hilarious to be like, remember that time you slept through the freaking Yeti attack?
Like, I knew you guys could do it.
There was a Yeti attack.
Or what?
So is Gon like unfrozen now that the Yeti's dead?
He is. It
Right.
is basically if you woke up and cast spells, your long rest has to be restarted. Not the meal for it, but the time, because you've already eaten that ration.
Yeah, I'm a little messed up, so I probably need sleep anyways.
Yeah. So why don't
That'll
you?
get you to about 8 o'clock in the morning if everybody's good with that.
Yeah.
There are no other things that molest your sleep, if you will. 8 o'clock in the morning, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. You see
I
sunlight.
noticed there was only three sleeping bags, and I feel like Dawn just like cut open the Yeti and slept in it like it was a tampon.
I did exactly that, and then in the morning I cut off bits to eat and cook for everybody and feed to the wolves and Murderface.
They're happy about that. I actually ordered the thing on D&D Beyond because it talked about utilizing hides and furs and stuff like that. So
Hell yeah.
I'll have to read up on it and then implement it into the next campaign.
Yeah, there's probably some sort of roll I'm supposed to do to make a Yeti ghillie suit.
But you're like a level 6 ranger, so it's like you've moved up to world, or not world, but regional area hero, so, you know.
Hell,
But
more.
I'm also like really good at making stuff. So if he has any questions, I'll be like, "Hey, don't put that there," or you know, don't do that. Trust me.
Yeah, I
Just
think we're
saying.
good.
It's a thing. So 8 o'clock in the morning, and you are approximately, according to this, I would say 6 miles away from Sunblight.
You guys feeling? How you feeling? Keep moving.
He's ready.
You guys want to take the beasts, or are we going to do this by foot?
I'm thinking
Man.
we keep them here.
Probably
I
going.
slept like a baby.
Okay. I'm going to build them a quick shelter then to keep them, because there's probably another inevitable storm coming.
Where the fuck did a Yeti come from?
That is a good question, and if a Yeti was able to sneak up on your camp, and like it took one of your most experienced party members to deal with it,
That's a good point.
just for purposes of this, I will say that you can find a spot that is like within a mile of Sunblight that you can hide your stuff.
Okay.
So that
Let's
way,
do
if you
that.
also decide to flee for whatever reason, you're not stuck basically running through nothing.
Sweet.
Cool. Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, so we'll fast forward 2 hours and then put you all up. Get off the ruler right here at like the edge of Sunblight.
Cool. Let's set up a shelter for the animals.
Yes. It's been about an hour. Do we want to take our little bit of a break to refill on drinks, use the
Yes,
bathroom?
And
Yeah.
then we get into it.
All right.
All right.
Anybody else watch like the Daredevil or Punisher MCU shit?
A while ago.
The new Daredevil series just came out. I was watching that a little earlier.
Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah,
Any good?
it's not bad. It's a slower. It's definitely slower when it comes to the action stuff.
Yeah.
Um, I'm really just waiting for the Punisher to pop back up because I think he's supposed to be in this season. That one I really enjoyed that series.
That sounds pretty cool. I'll have to check that out. Earlier, you guys had asked me about sleeves. So I've got a Lord of the Rings deck coming. And so I got this one that are sleeves of the Shire.
What game's that for?
Magic.
They have a Lord of the Rings series.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess it came out this last year. So I bought a starter set, a commander set with that. I just got my Undead Army squirrel deck. So I got this a squirrel army sleeve set.
Nice.
And then I ordered a 2009 Goblin Aggression deck. Elves or versus elves. So I got that. Goblins on it. And then I built an artifact deck. Slash Eldrazi, just with what I had of them. It's actually pretty worthy. So I got an artifact sleeve that looks like it's leading into something really cool that could possibly be Eldrazi. Who knows? Looks
Nice.
more Urza, but
I got a.
yeah.
I don't know, man. I am so lost with Magic now. Like they've like the all the new um like abilities and yeah, dude. Like I haven't played since like
You don't have to play with them.
it's probably been like yeah, but I mean like there's like card characteristics and shit I don't understand now.
They're fun though. Once you actually play them and you learn them, I think you'd actually like it. It makes you think a little bit more. It's not just for little kids anymore.
Yeah, yeah, no, I know it's
Our generation has grown and adds in cooler and more cooler shit.
so I remember going to uh a tournament at Wizards of the Coast when it was up in Seattle.
Yeah, I worked there for a couple short stints.
Yes, this was back in like
Like, it had to been. They shut down that facility. It had to been.
I'm trying to do the math. I think this had to have been like 96, 97.
Yeah, that's badass, dude.
And that was when they had just released like I couldn't even remember it, but I mean it was probably only like the third or fourth release of something new at that point.
Nice.
And I didn't do well. I lost my second match to a guy that is like one of us now. So he had like a good fucking 2 decades of nerdery on me.
Oh,
And like, yeah, his decks were stupid.
There is something to be said for being in the lifestyle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We got everybody back?
Yeah, I think we're good to hook.
You back, Jay?
Yeah, that's why I've been messing with it.
Ah.
All right. All right, so let's find a way into this thing.
So, from high above the clouds, a loud, grinding noise and sheets of ice break off of the fortress, come tumbling down the side. You see a large 3-story area. If you head to the right portion of the map, you can kind of get a idea of what it looks like. It looks like there's 3 levels to this thing. It was hewn and carved inside of the rocks, and where we find ourselves is right outside what looks like the main entrance. These squares are 10 feet apiece. This was obviously looks like it was meant for a giant. Everything is giant scale. You feel a little bit small in relation to that. As you're peering forward, you see in this area an arrow slit that has a line of sight down there, but nobody's in it. And then there is a large door that is in the front over there. What is everybody doing?
Does it look to be like? Does it look to be manned at all? Like, is there any sign of recent activity, like wear on the hinge, like no snow or ice buildup anywhere?
It is shut tight, and it doesn't look like it's been opened. It's got powdered snow caked in front of it.
How big is that arrow slit?
About 8 inches wide.
Okay. Where's the nearest window?
There's windows that range along the front, but also those are about 8 inches wide as well.
So I don't see anything I could fit through.
Not without the use of magic or altering your form.
Think
Okay.
thin, man. Think thin.
I ain't thin. Um,
Can always try the door.
yeah, we can just go through the front door, or try to find an alternate way into this thing.
Can we knock on it? Hello?
Although I would say the front door is probably we're probably gonna walk into something as soon as we get through there. Real quick, are there any traps, footprints, signs of ambush, anything like that walking up on this thing?
You don't see any footprints, but then again, there has been not only a blizzard that has blown through, but also an entire night. You're getting there like in the morning. It doesn't look like anything's come through this area.
What about traps?
Give me a perception check. Or actually, no, investigation.
Shit. Hold on.
I'll roll a 15 for my investigation so I can feel like I did something.
I'm looking.
Well,
too.
that's
It
Annoying.
looks to be shut and barred. It looks like this is part of the natural defense mechanisms of this area, and there's not even really any handles on the outside. Looks like this is specifically built to repel invaders.
okay. We're gonna have to find an alternate way into this thing.
Hey, you got that rope?
Oh, I do. Yeah, that's why I was looking for a window that was large enough for me to fill in, or large enough for me to fit through.
Is there anything you can see up? You can fly up there, right?
I know, that's what I was gonna say. I could just fly up to the top if you need. And we can, well, I mean, those windows are only 8 inches wide. Does it?
Ooh. I have an idea, gentlemen. I'm gonna have to trust one of you to do this for me. as
Does
I
it
pull
involve
out
hitting something?
yes, as I pull out my genie lamp, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go into this lamp. I need you, one of you, to put, and when I'm in here, go ahead and toss me into the little window part,
Dude, I
and
got
then
you.
I can bamf out.
I got you.
Well played, sir. Well played.
I'll do it.
But I'm gonna trust one of you that you will do this.
You have
I can
mine
do-
and
And not throw me
Steely's
over
word.
the cliff.
You, so when I say you have mine and Steely's word, Steely's tail goes into like a salute.
So I'm just gonna gently put it on the ground, and you guys will just see me just poof disappear into it.
He dreams of genie and he's in the bottle.
What are you
Always
guys gonna
wanted to
do with it?
this. Oh man, it looks like it's a little dirty. I mean, while it's inside the hole, and toss it in over there.
Gently, gently.
Of course. Actually, you said it's about 8 inches. Steely will flatten his tail and like set you down onto the ground. Can you
Hey,
do that?
give me 2 minutes. I'm hearing a weird noise outside, and it's been blowing really bad. So hold on a second.
All right.
Is that doable?
So what are you trying to do?
Have Steely take him with his tail and just set him in there?
I don't know if his tail holds stuff. Also, like it's up a couple feet. It's not like right in front. It's not like a toll booth. It's more like a murder hole that you would expect in a medieval castle that makes it to where like you can't get fired upon if you're defending. So that would completely defeat the
How-
purpose if people were able to walk up and put stuff in the other side.
How high up is it?
We'll say about 10 feet.
I'm gonna slam dunk that shit in there.
I mean, I can do it. It's fine.
If you're
You don't
gonna
have to
slam
hurt.
dunk it or however you're gonna get it in there. Gon just grabs the bottle and he's like, I've got this, and he does his best. MJ runs, takes a couple steps up the wall ladder, and just plops it in there. Chauncey will effectively be on the other side.
All right.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I think one of our neighbors got water in their basement. There's a big vacuum truck out there.
Oh no. Chauncey, you got Gon ran up the 10 feet and then placed you inside of that hole. You are now inside of that area.
Alright. I bamfed out of my lamp, I take it?
Yes.
Um,
You see over on the side a rope that you would pull. What you also see is there are small oil lamps lit almost everywhere, which, if you were a human, would mean that there was dim light. But since you've got those goggles, everything is now bright light. It looks like whoever is in here doesn't care to have too much light going on. You see the cord. You're guessing that that is the release mechanism for the door. Give me a perception check.
okay. Respectable 14.
All right. Let me do a little bit of a roll thing. Man, this sucks. Like, I don't have
I'm curious about this thing too, whatever that
Is it a button? Go push it.
is. Just go step on it.
That looks like it's an elevator. You're looking at it, it looks like it goes up and down. You notice the hazy outline of what looks like it could be a figure that's standing next to that cord.
Which cord? The one I'm standing next to?
The one that's the one that you guess that you need to pull to open the door. As you're sitting there looking at it, you hear hushed tones. Are you like the others? Do you come spoiling for a fight? Do you seek Zardarak's star, sunlight? Or do you seek something else?
I seek knowledge. I seek knowledge of Charlton.
Zardarak sought knowledge of Charlton. The crown that he wears drove him mad. And a Durger turns uninvisible as he looks at you. There are people loyal to Granny. She protects us. If you can get rid of Zardarak, Granny Mugzart would be very much appreciative.
Zardarak. Where is this Zardarak you speak of?
Chauncey, hurry up!
Zardarak is in the lower levels. He plays with his toys.
Are we allowed entry into this fortress?
Will you help?
Sure. I think I will.
A smile crests his face as he pulls the rope, and everybody else sees the double doors part ever so slightly as it looks like they are now open.
As I'm like, Chauncey, hurry up! Oh, time. Damn, took forever. What are you doing in there? Looking for all the treasure?
I'll start walking through.
I hear distant voices, but I don't see you guys yet.
I'll come walking through, dude.
I'm gonna get to the entrance and I'm gonna scan for people, traps, fucking whatever.
I'm gonna make sure I tell Drek I'm gonna go meet up with my party and fill them in on what we discussed, what we agreed upon.
There are Durgar who are loyal to Granny Mugzart. They are intermixed with Zardarak's faithful. If you confront Zardarak and there are enough of Granny's forces around, they will help you turn the fight. As
Thank you
he
for this information.
turns invisible and scampers away.
Alright. I'm gonna try and meet up with the party here.
Chauncey, where'd you go, man?
Hello? Where are you?
Chauncey!
Oh, here you are.
Oh, dude. Thought you were like trying to find all the treasure before we got in here.
So get this, guys. I just met up some invisible dude, right? Have you ever heard of Zodrock
Zana who?
or Granny? He basically
Goodness?
allowed us entry only if I agreed to kill Zodrock. He said this Granny can help us. So I don't know what we agreed to, but we're in.
Fair enough.
What about the Chartelin?
He didn't have any information on Chartelin other than it made him the Zardrock mad. Like crazy mad. Like loony loco.
And if that's who we have to take care of. Makes sense.
I'm just saying, let's tread lightly and keep our eyes open.
All right, Alex, what do I see out here as far as yeah.
Beyond the portcullis, there's an empty room with a narrow opening at the far end with arrow slits along the eastern wall. That is the little vestibule area. Yep. It just basically looks like a small little area. The portcullis and the gates were done. You see a small, or basically the same type of arrow slit right here that leads into that room. If you investigate a little bit further, you notice that this room looks like... Ooh, wait, I got read aloud text. Why am I doing everything on hard mode? Lone stone tables flanked by stony benches dominate this room, which is heated and illuminated by braziers of glowing hot coals. Throughout the hazy smoke, you see featureless stone doors lining the walls.
Well, which way you guys want to go?
Well, let's start
I have a
looking.
question. Is there some sort of symbol to know who's who?
Zardarok? Or Granny?
Yeah.
Well, he just said Zardarok's a he, and I'm assuming Granny's a she.
No, I'm saying like there, because he said there are people, a bunch of people, and if you get enough of them on your side,
I think we might have to just read the room. He wasn't very forthcoming with info, or at least I didn't ask the right questions. Although he might be around here somewhere, he is invisible, so maybe he'll pop out again. Looking at these doors, they look pretty solidly shut. Any way to handles, door, open, anything?
Those
Ropes?
actually are still the 10-foot tall doors. There are handles on them.
Ah. But Gon, did you see anything in that room to make
Doors. I see doors. I don't see traps. Do I see traps?
Oh, I forgot to mention there appears to be an elevator in the room I was in. Some type
Noted.
of contraption.
I'm gonna open this door.
I'm gonna cast see invisibility.
Ooh.
You cast see invisibility?
Yeah.
You notice that there is a female Duergar that is looking at Gon right as he opens the door. And Gon, what you see is a barracks room. It looks like there's stuff in there.
I wouldn't touch that. Hi. And I like wave to her.
I wave back at him because I think he's waving at me.
Actually, there's a Dugar standing just to your right. A female Dugar.
Oh, I don't like that.
At this point, we are jumping into initiative. I will say that Raymond has
Oh no.
gone up there, but yes, you have definitely any element of surprise.
We're here to kill Zardrock. No.
Are you a part of Granny Goodness?
Oh, hold
Granny.
on. We're doing initiative. Raven's got a 15. Vernon, are you taking 10 or are you rolling for initiative?
Dude, anytime I fucking roll, I roll like a 1 or 2, so I'm just gonna go with the what? 11 or 12? Is that what it is? 11.
All right.
I'll just go with my 11.
Gotcha. Chauncey, you are up first as Vernon is talking to this Duergar, and it becomes a tense situation as they are visible.
I'm gonna bum rush in here and just say, hold on. I just talked to one of your friends in the other hall, and he told us about Zardarok and Granny, and we're here to kill Zardarok. We're not here to hurt anybody else. And that'll be my turn.
Gotcha. We'll see how that goes. Raven, it is your go. All right, we'll get back to Bowie as soon as he's painted. Oh,
Sorry about that.
all right. It is your go. What would you like to do?
Are you apprised of the situation?
I am not. I have a guy come by I haven't seen in like a long time.
There's an invisible Dugar standing next to Gon. And and it's a female, and I was like, I wouldn't touch any of that stuff that's in the other room. There's actually a Dugar right next to you.
Oh,
and initiative.
And then I came into the room and tried to defuse the situation, said we're here to kill Zardarok, and one of your other people explained to me about Granny and Zardarok, so that's what we're here to do.
As long as the dude is listening, I won't shoot. I'll just come in and like look in shock, like, whoa, what's gonna happen?
So, game wise, you can see the outline of an invisible creature now that it's been like told to you. Like, they aren't hiding, so you know where it's at.
Okay, I see it. Nobody's actively fighting. He's trying to defuse the situation because I hear that. So I'm gonna come in and just looking non-aggressive, like what's going on, and I'll hold my action there.
All right, what are you holding your action for?
Or not? I'm not holding an action, but I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay. Next up is Vernon.
I will take the disengage action and just say, not here to fight you. We're just trying to find what's his name again?
Zardrock.
Zardrock. Just trying to find Zardra.
Zarrock.
And that's my turn. Let me back up.
We're obviously not trying to kill him. You know.
Does
There you go.
anybody have deep speech?
Wait, that's a language, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I believe I have a thing that I can understand any language. Let me just verify.
Oh, also, if you're from the Underdark, how do you not have deep speech?
That's not me. That's gone.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, because he asked if anybody has it. Wouldn't that be something that an Underdark ranger would have?
And if they took the stuff, it could just not be that type of ranger.
Yeah, yeah. No, unless it sounds like goblin or orc, I don't know,
Oh, come on. I know I got it.
or elvish.
Hmm.
I'm checking your sheet again. I see abyssal, common, and orc.
Me?
Yeah. No, me.
For Chauncey.
No, I thought it was a feat or something that I took, but maybe I didn't take it or something. But I don't know. Okay.
You hear a bunch of talking, and then a slight pause, and then slower, more forceful talking, which none of you understand. Vernon, you see that they're starting to fish around for something in their belt, and they pull out a horn. They look like they're getting ready to blow it. Gone. It is your turn.
Oh, yeah. I smacked that thing away from him.
Alright, so go ahead and give me an attack at disadvantage. Because they're invisible. That's the mechanic.
Yeah, that's fair. Unarmed strike.
Yeah, whatever you're trying to go for. We'll say if you hit their AC, their AC is going to be 16. And as you go to try to strike that down, unless somebody else has anything to do. Right now it's a failure.
I do have comprehend languages. It's a spell.
There you go.
So, but it's not my turn. But I guess I'll do it on my next turn, maybe. Or is it probably too late?
It's too late for now. So
Yep.
the attack misses, and then you hear
Oh no, too late.
as a war horn erupts. Vernon, you're hearing commotion coming from the doors behind you. Chauncey, you're hearing commotion from the doors around you. Gone. You are hearing and now seeing a Duergar that became visible as it smiles with its vicious war pick. Alright. Chauncey,
Okay,
it is
I'm
your
gonna.
go.
Well, wait. I'm still.
Oh,
I got another action.
gotcha. So when you take the attack action on your turn, you get 2 actions. You only get 1 action. So if it's going to go for another attack, we can make that happen.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna see how this plays out.
All right. Chauncey, it is your go.
All right, I'm gonna cast comprehend language.
All right. You go around, you got the gift of gab. As now you can hear coming around there, pretty much every single one of those doors you hear now into your ears. You hear intruders attacking the castle just like the last time.
And then I'm gonna say, we're not attacking the castle. I talked to one of you and you said, are we here to kill Zodarok? And I said, yes, and you let me in. Why are you attacking us now? We're not here to hurt you or this castle. We want to get Zardarok.
Is that what you do on your turn?
Yep, I'm still not being hostile.
Gotcha. Next up is Raven.
Whole same, not doing anything. Scooting my way towards the door so I can make a swift exit if they come out and try to surround us. Maybe.
Alright. I reset your hit points back to maximum because that didn't happen from that level up.
Oh.
Alright. Next, if that's your turn, next up is Vernon.
I will just walk over this way with my hands up, like my hands like at my side, non-aggressive, and take the dodge action.
Alright.
Well, Steely will do that anyways for me. That's what I tell Steely to do for my action, or for my bonus action. And I'll just stand
So
there.
for your bonus action, you're going to tell your Steel Defender to take the dodge action.
For me, yeah.
It can't dodge for you.
It does it makes it so that way any attack against me is at disadvantage.
Yeah, but that's a reaction on its part.
But I'm telling it that's the only command I'm giving it.
Okay, so if an attack originates within 5 feet of you, you want it to take its reaction in order to oppose disadvantage for that strike.
Correct.
Gotcha.
That's why I stated that. That's my turn.
All of these doors open.
Is there a chance that that person wasn't part of this group?
What do you mean?
Is there a chance that the Drugar, the invisible dude that vanished and took off, maybe he's not even part of these guys? Maybe he was part of the rebellion and just
Didn't take off. It's right here. This one, right here, right below me.
Okay.
This one.
Huh. Well, a good tactic to get us in.
We'll see.
So they can surround us.
The one female looks at you, Chauncey, and says, "Surrender, or we will attack. Throw down your weapons, and we will bring you to Zardarok and figure out what to do with you."
I just have one question. Do you serve Zardarok?
Yes, I serve Zardarok.
I see.
Then we won't mind doing this. It does.
What you spoke of Granny though? I'm confused.
Well, that's a little bit more of what's going on. Check it out. Instead of getting involved in a big, huge combat, we're close enough now that I say we pause it and then we hit the combat for the next time.
Oh no.
So I'm going to hit pause on this. All right.
We chose the wrong side. If we would have chose the other side, that would have been the granny side.
Well, so you also just kind of like walked in, and then the first Duergar you got, you weren't like, hey, is there a super secret handshake or anything like that? You're just like, hey, there's a traitor amongst your midst. So now they want to figure out who the traitors are. So now they're aware that there is an attempt to overthrow Zardarok. But we'll cover that stuff next time when you guys figure out what to do. And now you got time. Do you guys fight? Do you
Lee
try to run?
might be better to run.
Do you cast magic missile into the darkness?
Yes.
Cast fireball.
Everybody's going up in flames.
What would... Oh, I love these little overlays. What would a 30-foot 30-foot fireball look like?
I like the idea of dropping our weapons and being held prisoner.
I'm not. No, we're here to kill this dude. So like, no, I'm not fucking dropping my weapon. If I drop my weapon, it'll come right back to my hand anyways.
So, about that, and I've given a lot of thought to it. It is not a summoning weapon. They actually have those with stats. What you have is a thrown weapon. So after you throw it, you can mentally command it to return to you. So like if it gets dropped, if it gets removed from you, you don't have a way to summon it back to yourself. And also, I don't think that you need to use your bonus action to command your Steel Defender to dodge, because it automatically does that on its own. And as its reaction, without being told, it can impose disadvantage on that one strike. So you don't have to tell it every single turn to do that thing for you using your bonus action.
So only if I wanted to do something different.
Correct. So if you're like, attack this thing, go over there, and for it to go from backpack configuration to Steel Defender, it's going to be basically like dismounting you, so it's going to take half of its movement to do
Yeah,
that.
that makes sense. Takes 20 feet away. Fucking Transformer mode, baby!
Hey, question real quick, Logan. Did you heal from your last thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. You slept. Took a long rest.
Yep.
That's why it was like an extended rest.
Yeah. How many Duergar did we have surround us? It was like 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's 10 Duergar in this room.
I kind of figured we were gonna walk into some bullshit.
I'm just saying we can take them if we need to.
I mean, we came here with the idea that we're gonna face something, but yeah.
There is a payoff for being as bold as you are, and then there are also times when you just kind of walk into a trap.
Yeah, but at least we got the door open.
You did. You did very much so.
I wonder if we focus clearly the leader. What if we focused him and killed him? I wonder if they have a structured form of hierarchy, or if we kill
I think
him.
the leader is the Zargaros guy.
Yeah.
Like they're just minions at this point.
I also think when they say weapons, I could throw down my spear,
Yeah,
but I won't throw
sounds
my
good.
shield down, right?
So,
Just curious. I'm
while
just
I
curious.
completely understand that, I think it's up to their interpretation with how comfortable they feel with you disarming yourself. I mean, you could try, and then they're going to show you the way that they feel about it.
Not happy.
I think it's either we totally disarm and conform to what they're asking us to, so just almost be led to their leader.
Have
I
you seen
almost
that?
don't
Have you
want
seen
to.
that show that used to be on Cops? And you know how they're like, stop resisting, and you're like, man, that dude ain't doing shit. Like, why are they still waylaying on him?
Uh-huh.
Something akin to that.
That's what I was thinking is probably going to happen.
Well,
So
the good thing is if we do surrender, it brings us closer to Zagrok, right?
that's the other part I was going to. Well, it
As long
does
as-
take us right to him, but
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
as
we'll
long
have
as
our
they
gear.
bring the weapons with.
I don't think we'll have our gear though.
Well, we have a week to figure out our plan.
You got a week and the chat. I'm gonna stop the recording.